Welcome to the Ruckus Products training course. The purpose of this training course is to present a high-level introduction of Ruckus's portfolio of products. In this lesson, we'll briefly introduce each category of products and then give more detail in the following lessons on each group of products. We have many other courses that give a more in-depth study on each product and technology, how to configure them, and numerous examples of applications in different venues. This course is composed of several sections. Section 1 introduces the course content and presents an overview of the Ruckus portfolio of products. Section 2 will cover Ruckus's hardware products. Section 3 covers the software products. Section 4 covers Ruckus's cloud-based smart wireless services. And the final section will include a short exam to test your understanding of the information covered in this course. Now let's go through a quick overview of Ruckus's hardware products. Ruckus has a family of indoor access points that are used on both service provider and enterprise applications. The access points are offered in low, mid, and high-end models with the appropriate feature sets such as the number of radio chains, Ethernet ports, and the type of polarization, with more APs planned for the future. We also have a number of indoor specialty and legacy 802.11n access points that are still in high demand. Ruckus's family of outdoor access points are used by service providers and enterprises. These are all environmentally hardened and support a variety of antennas, both internal and external, omnidirectional, and sectorized. We also have a number of outdoor specialty and legacy 802.11n access points that are still in high demand. This slide represents the Unleashed solution with the Unleashed 200.1 version of software. Unleashed is a controllerless solution, meaning that the controller function is installed on the master AP, which in turn manages the other APs. At the initial GA release, Unleashed supported only the R500 and R600 access points. With Unleashed 200.1, we have expanded our portfolio to include the ZoneFlex R310, which is an indoor 2x2 11AC entry-level AP, and also our outdoor T300 series access points, which have a narrow-band sector antenna as well as external antenna. Different versions of the T300 APs are available, so that's why it's called the T300 series. Let's review how the solution works. Any AP can be a master AP, which acts as a controller, regardless of the model, whether it's an R500, R600, R310, or T300. Likewise, any AP can be a standby master AP as well. Other APs are called member APs. Any access point within the Unleashed network can actively serve client devices, and the solution supports up to 25 access points and 512 client devices. Here we illustrate the customer migration options from Unleashed to other controller options. Once a customer purchases the Unleashed solution, and they have been using it for, say, a year or so, and now their business has grown to where the number of client devices are projected to increase beyond 512 clients, they will need to migrate to another Ruckus solution. So what do they do with their Unleashed access points? They have multiple options. They could purchase an on-premise controller from Ruckus, like a Zone Director, Smart Zone, or Virtual Smart Zone, or whatever they would need. These Unleashed access points can then be migrated over to that on-premise controller. If the local VAR or service provider is hosting a cloud service in the geographical location, then these Unleashed APs can be migrated over to that hosted cloud solution. If Ruckus starts to provide any future options, then our Unleashed APs can be leveraged or migrated over to that future option as well. Regardless of which option the customer chooses, their customer's investment with Ruckus is fully protected, as every single access point can be reused or repurposed for future purposes. Ruckus provides a family of management Zone Director controllers that include 3 models. The Zone Director 1200, which will support up to 75 access points. The Zone Director 3000 for mid-range businesses that will support up to 500 access points. And the Zone Director 5000 for large enterprises supporting up to 1,000 access points and up to 20,000 clients depending on the model and licensing. All of these network appliances provide simplified and centralized configuration and updates, wireless LAN security control, RF management, and automatic coordination of Ethernet-connected and mesh-connected access points. Ruckus introduced the Smart Zone 100 in early 2015. There are 2 versions. The base model has 4 gigabit Ethernet ports and 1 gig of data throughput, and the higher performance model has 4 GigE ports and 2 10 GigE ports for up to 10 gigabytes per second of data throughput. Both models run Ruckus Smart Zone software, which has a simplified GUI. We've taken the complexity out of the multi-tenant, multi-zone, multi-domain and made the workflow look and feel like what you would expect with the Zone Director. It supports AP local breakout and centralized data tunneling. For AP licensing, the hardware ships with 0 AP licenses. Licenses are $100 per AP, and you can purchase them with a granularity of 1 AP. This provides a very flexible and cost-effective form of deployment. We also have a 90-day grace period before the licenses are enforced. This allows you to get the hardware and use it up to the hardware's maximum number of APs, so you don't have to worry about running through the mechanics of getting the customer set up. After 90 days, the hardware will stop working for any APs that are not licensed. It is also highly available and greatly scalable. A single node, which means a single Smart Zone 100, will support up to 1,024 APs, 25,000 clients, and 2,000 wireless LANs. You can cluster the Smart Zone together in a 3+1 active-active redundancy mode, which allows you to manage 3,000 APs and 60,000 clients. So we've designed it with some very impressive technology that allows you to build a very high-performance network. The Smart Cell Gateway 200 can function as a massive carrier-class wireless LAN controller with third-generation partnership project, abbreviated 3GPP, wireless LAN gate support. It can control up to 10,000 access points and 100,000 clients, and if clustered with a total of 4 SEGs, can support up to 30,000 access points and 300,000 clients. This slide shows the big picture of what our new controller lineup looks like. The ZD1200 is our newest low to mid-size controller that is very price effective in the range of 5 to 75 access points. We've done a lot of performance testing, and it does scale effectively up to the 75 AP mark. The Zone Directory 1100 was running out of gas as we put more features on it and approached the high AP count. That problem has been eliminated with the Zone Director 1200. The 1200 will replace the Zone Directory 1100. If we look at the Smart Zone 100, you can see that it is positioned right along the top of the Zone Director 3000 and Zone Director 5000 for medium to large-scale deployments. It scales up to 3,000 APs with clustering, 60,000 clients, and 10 gigs of throughput in a 1 RU box. For very large networks on the enterprise, we have the virtual Smart Zone. This will scale extremely high up to 30,000 access points. Let's take a quick look now at Ruckus's software products. Smart Zone software was introduced in early 2015. This was the result of our previous work on the Smart Cell Gateway 200, or SCG. The SCG is the established operating system that we've had for the carrier and MSP customer segment. A lot of strong customers with very large mission-critical deployments are using this. With the 3.0 release, the SCG operating system is now called Smart Zone software. It runs on the SCG 200, Virtual Smart Zone, and the Smart Zone 100. It is a completely different operating system than the Zone Director software. FlexMaster is a remote wireless LAN and Wi-Fi service management platform for building and managing enterprise and carrier-grade Wi-Fi service infrastructures. With it, Ruckus Wi-Fi systems can be securely controlled, monitored, and upgraded from anywhere in the world over the Internet or a private IP network. The Ruckus Smart Cell Insight, abbreviated SCI, is a massive scalability, multi-year big data collector that collects, correlates, and reports on Wi-Fi key performance indicators, or KPIs. It is browser-driven with flexible point-and-click report generation. It is easy to administrate with no database administration skill set required. Data can be exported to upstream OSS systems and business intelligence. Accurate network planning is one of the most critical steps to successful Wi-Fi deployment, while poor planning leads to overspending on infrastructure resulting in spotty coverage and unhappy users. Zone Planner is ideal for designing and estimating Wi-Fi deployment headaches before the installation of any access points. With Zone Planner, network managers can more easily and accurately plan, design, deploy, and manage Ruckus Smart Wireless LAN networks in any indoor environment. It integrates directional high-gain antenna patterns derived from Ruckus's adaptive antenna technology called BeamFlex and combines them with AirMagnet's industry-leading planning tool. Ruckus has created a series of mobile apps to help users analyze and monitor their Ruckus Wi-Fi networks. SpeedFlex is a wireless performance testing tool. Ruckus Zapper is a real-time performance analysis tool. Zone Director Remote is a groundbreaking application that monitors and configures Ruckus zone directors and access points. And the Ruckus Smart Wireless Installation and Provisioning Engine, abbreviated SWIPE, is a mobile application to help facilitate the process of registering access points onto the Ruckus Smart Cell gateways. In 2014, Ruckus introduced a series of cloud-based services called Ruckus Smart Wireless Services and will continue to expand in this area. The Ruckus Smart Wireless Services portfolio is designed to meet the needs of businesses, public venues, VARs, and service providers for a set of wireless LAN services that can run in the cloud. These cloud services are designed to enable a variety of valuable services on top of the smart Wi-Fi infrastructure, truly enabling simply the smartest wireless for a mobile world. Ruckus CloudPath is a plug-and-play solution for delivering connectivity to BYOD, guest, and IT devices in a secure, scalable, and sustainable manner. It is unique in delivering the industry's most comprehensive onboarding solution to enable networks large and small to deliver Wi-Fi simply and securely. It delivers this capability using a standards-based multi-vendor approach, ensuring it applies a consistent user experience, management experience, and policy controls across both wireless and wired networks regardless of the underlying vendors. Ruckus Smart Positioning Technology, SPOT, is the industry's first cloud-based smart Wi-Fi location-based services user positioning technology suite that gives both carrier service providers and enterprises the ability to deliver a wide range of value-added services that can help them increase their profitability while enhancing users' online experience. SPOT combines unique advantages such as being completely cloud-based and offering higher accuracy and performance more cost-effectively. Since it is completely cloud-based and offers APIs for third-party usage, venues who have Ruckus Smart Wi-Fi installed do not need any additional hardware to be location intelligent and can take advantage of third-party analytics offerings if preferred. The Ruckus Virtual Smart Zone, VSZ, is a Network Functions Virtualization, or NFV, based wireless LAN controller for service providers and enterprises who desire a carrier-class solution that runs in the cloud. It supports all of the wireless LAN controller features of the Ruckus SCG200, while also enabling the rollout of highly scalable and resilient wireless LAN cloud services. The VSZ is primarily intended for deployment by a managed service provider in their data center and under their control. It enables the service provider to deploy a very scalable, resilient, and fully featured offering that is backed by their service level agreements. This differentiates it from the many controllerless services that are being offered by vendors. It eliminates the difficulties operators are experiencing with building and managing very large-scale wireless LAN networks, and it is especially well-suited for enabling a managed services offering. Ruckus has developed leading carrier-class Wi-Fi products and technology which is referred to as Smart Wi-Fi. This enables service providers and enterprises to benefit from advanced levels of performance and integration capabilities that are not possible with basic Wi-Fi. At the heart of all Ruckus products is our patented Smart Wi-Fi technology. Smart Wi-Fi is a collection of patented technology breakthroughs such as adaptive RF control, which is referred to as BeamFlex, predictive channel selection, referred to as ChannelFly, resilient and self-optimized meshing, called Smart Mesh, automatic user device configuration, called Zero IT Config, and dynamic Wi-Fi security, called Dynamic Pre-Shared Keys. By using these Ruckus Smart Wi-Fi systems, these technologies deliver reliable and predictable performance, which is essential for supporting the most challenging applications. The following short video gives a high-level overview of the Ruckus BeamFlex adaptive antenna technology.
Today's Wi-Fi networks are under pressure to perform. Why? Interference. but not from microwave ovens, cordless phones, or Bluetooth signals. It's Wi-Fi itself. Traditional Wi-Fi access points flood transmissions in all directions. Signal that goes anywhere except to the intended receiver is just interference. Complete control of your Wi-Fi signal is the solution. If you can focus Wi-Fi signals only where and when they're needed, interference decreases and signal strength increases. This means larger coverage areas, faster data rates, and more devices connecting at the same time. This focus and control solves one of the biggest challenges in Wi-Fi today: capacity. Wi-Fi uses a shared medium, just like a group of people trying to get on an escalator at the same time. Instead of a wire that carries data to each device, Wi-Fi channels are shared among all devices. Devices have become smaller and increased in number, creating performance problems for everyone. It all comes down to physics. Enter Ruckus BeamFlex. BeamFlex is the only adaptive Wi-Fi antenna technology that focuses and controls Wi-Fi signals. By increasing signal and decreasing interference, Wi-Fi performance is improved dramatically. This means more efficient connections and more room for more users, giving them a better Wi-Fi experience. It also means fewer access points to buy and deploy, fewer wired drops, and fewer switch ports needed, all while improving performance to each individual user. Here's how it works. Through patented technology, BeamFlex automatically creates a directional Wi-Fi signal on the fly for every client. It does this by activating combinations of individual antenna elements, each working in concert to create the best possible signal path that yields the highest data rate. However, good communication isn't just how well a Wi-Fi access point can talk, it's about how well they listen. Today's mobile devices are smaller than ever, with smaller antennas that diminish upstream performance. To make an access point listen better, the internal noise from electronic components must be controlled and reduced. If you've ever turned up the volume on your stereo without playing music, that's static noise. In Wi-Fi, this system noise results in self-interference. Reducing this interference is essential. It's also essential to be able to listen at different angles. Traditional access points were designed with vertical antennas for devices like laptops that stay in a fixed position. But today's mobile devices are constantly used in any number of different orientations, creating a signal mismatch between the access points and clients. BeamFlex solves this with antennas that transmit and receive in both horizontal and vertical orientations to improve the reception of traffic from weaker mobile devices. One of the greatest benefits of BeamFlex is that it's inherently compatible with all Wi-Fi technologies. On the other hand, transmit beamforming only provides mild gains in very specific situations. It's only supported by a limited subset of clients, and it does very little to reduce Wi-Fi noise. In addition, the ability to use throughput-enhancing techniques such as spatial multiplexing and multi-user MIMO are in direct conflict with the use of transmit beamforming. Having complete control over communication between the access point and devices has additional technical benefits. To achieve the highest possible throughput, Wi-Fi standards make use of complex techniques like spatial multiplexing and multi-user MIMO. Maximizing these capabilities requires complete control of the signal instead of just blasting Wi-Fi energy in all directions and hoping for the best. BeamFlex and other Ruckus optimization technologies deliver, above all else, fast, reliable Wi-Fi service with fewer access points, less networking equipment, and lower ongoing costs. That's simply better wireless.
If you break out Ruckus customers into vertical markets, these would include national and international operators such as KDDI in Japan, Time Warner Cable, or AT&T, hospitality businesses such as the Marriott and Fairmont hotel chains, public venues such as airports and public arenas, educational facilities such as the Stanford School of Medicine, healthcare facilities such as Central Utah Clinic or East Orange General Hospital, retailers like Tom's Hardware or Rock Bottom Breweries, and hotspot businesses such as Gateway Mall and Hamilton 400, to name just a few. Ruckus is on a fast track to transforming the way we work and play in the wireless arena.